Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of the Chamberlain Report. I'm your host, Grant Chamberlain. This week we're going to be going over part 3 of the 3 things you need to do to win at the races, and of course that will be ticket structure. We're going to have a tribute to the great poet Charles Bukowski and of course the race of the week. And if you hear the music playing in the background, I do want to apologize. Frank Lyons seems to have left the intercom system on in the new studio and can't be found, and of course he's the only one that could turn it off. Thanks, Frank. Well, the part 3 of the 3 things that you need to do in order to win at the races is ticket structure. A lot of people find the contenders, they have great money management, and then when it comes to putting together that almighty ticket, that's when all hell breaks loose. So I'm going to use for an example yesterday's 6th race at Aqueduct, which was just a little claiming race, and I had narrowed the race down to the 4-horse and to the 8-horse. Now, both horses were going off at long odds, so the play is you bet them both to win. If you have odds of 7 to 1 or higher, it's easy. Bet them both to win. If I have 3 horses that are going off at even money, 2 to 1, and one of them's 8 to 1, I will bet the 8 to 1 horse to win and not bet the other 2, because according to my records, in the long run, I can only make a profit if I bet horses that are going off at higher than 7 to 1. You may be able to turn a profit at 2 to 1, and that's great. Go ahead and do that. But for me, my odds threshold, I call it, is 7 to 1. Now, my play in the exacta was easy. I just take my top 2 horses, or 3 horses even, and I key 8-4 with 8-4-1-3-6. My ticket was 8-4 with 8-4-1-3-6. Too many people go in and they have a horse like the 2, and they just link them up with the 3, and they buy that straight exacta 2-3. And my thing is like, what are you, a genius? How do you do that? So I always key and wheel my horses, and I demand a minimum exacta price of $50 for $1. Otherwise, I just don't make the bet, because this whole game is about making profits, not about picking winners. And one thing I want to add real quick, if you go to the racetrack and you look at somebody's racing form and it doesn't look like this, bare minimum all marked up and have a lot of data and information on it, and they try and give you an opinion on a horse, run for the hills. Because it's been my experience that their opinion isn't worth very much. My opinion might be wrong, but at least I have an opinion, and you'll know that I have done my homework. And now we're going to have a tribute to the great poet Charles Bukowski. Charles loved a lot of things in life. He loved drinking, he loved women, he loved writing, but what he loved most of all was horse racing. And he had said several times that if he could have found a way to make his living at the races, he would have done that instead of writing books. So now we're going to take a look or listen to one of his great poems. It's called The Creation of the Morning Line.
This is Charles Bukowski. Well, just let me sit here and drink beer. What was it? I heard Cage one time. He got on the stage and they just stood there and he ate an apple and he walked off. Got $1,000. I'll just drink this. I'll drink this beer and I'll leave, right? Okay, let's forget the bullshit. Get into the so-called art. This keeps up, I may have all you guys off the shit. I don't know if you guys know about horse racing. Okay. I'm glad you let that sentence go on. The creation of the morning line. The morning line runs about thus. Cliché, 6 to 5. Originality, 5 to 2. Treachery, 4. Hope, 6. Malfunction, 6. History, 8. Medicine, 10. Syphilis, 12. kindness 15, law 20, crime 20, population 30, love 50. Forget overlays. Love never won yet, since platitude was an overnight scratch. If you can get 3 to 5 on cliche, put down everything you've got. This is not a prop, it's a necessity.
That was great. I just love listening to that. I can listen to that several times a week. Thank you, Charles, for all your poetry. And now on to the race of the week. We're going to go down to Gulfstream Park to a little turf claiming race, a $30,000 claiming race. It was the 9th race on Sunday, and let's take a look.
They're all in line. They're off. Glory of Power broke out on the lead. On the inside comes Muska. These two away well with Sobe. And to their outside, Tokino. And these 4 speed out for the front. Bengal Ridge is away running in 5th position. 2 lengths back to Pentecost. Then it's Distant Strike to the outside. Gap of a length and a half. And then comes Just Call Me Chris as they move for the turn. And now it's Sobe who goes up to grab the lead. It's Sobe in front, 3/4 of a length. On the rail, Glory of Power right up there, keeping the rail in second, Tokino. 3rd and just outside the top 2. A length and a half back to Muska, 4th, and down on the inside as they go to the backstretch. And it's Bengal Ridge. 2.5 more back to Clean Shot, Distant Strike. Then it's Pentecost. They're being followed by Live on the Edge, Just Call Me Chris to the outside. And in the back, a Rare Ransom and Salsaba. The half mile went in 48 and 2 as they move up the backstretch. It is Sobe on top. Sobe the leader by a length. Tokino is running in second. And then it's Glory of Power to the inside. 3rd, Bengal Ridge is 4th. As they make their way into the turn. Now Muska taken to the outside for a clear path. And Muska is picking it up very sharply on the far turn with a 4-wide sweeping move. Muska moves up right alongside of front-running Sobe. And Bengal Ridge goes on between those two as they come to the top of the stretch. Glory of Power saves all the ground in 4th. Distant Strike is in the mix. Pentecost on the far outside. They're into the stretch. It is Sobe along the rail. Bengal Ridge. Muska to the outside. Pentecost dashing through at the fences. Glory of Power as they come down to the last few strides. Bengal Ridge, Muska, Pentecost. These 3 under the wire with Salsaba, who came flying late. It's a 4-way photo. From the payoffs, exacta 1 and 6, 137.40, 165 trifecta, 486.90. Superfecta $7,476.40 for 165 and 3. The double of 12 and 1, $141.60.
Thank you so much for joining me today on the Chamberlain Report. What a race at Gulfstream Park. My horse, the 6, Sal Sabah, ran second, and I'll be watching for him next time. Because if he gets fast fractions, he certainly will be a threat. He won't be 15 to 1 again, but you know that's racing because now the cat is out of the bag. And please remember, make a bet every day because you might be walking around lucky and not even know it. Thanks for joining me on the Chamberlain Report. I'm your host, Grant Chamberlain.